Hi there! First, definition slash types. A bird by definition is a warm-blooded animal possessing feathers, wings, and a beak and whose females lay eggs. There are over 10,000 species of birds worldwide. Their lifespan ranges from 1 year to 100 years. The largest known living breed is the ostrich. The smallest is the bee hummingbird. The most massive extinct bird known was a species of elephant bird living in Madagascar, Aepyornis titan. He stood 3 meters or 9.8 feet tall and weighed 500 kilograms or 1,100 pounds. The heaviest bird capable of flight was the giant teratorn, Argentavis magnificens, weighing at least 71 kilograms or 157 pounds, with a wingspan of 6 meters or 20 feet. The bird with the largest known wingspan was a giant seabird, Pelagornis sandersii, spanning 7.3 meters or 24 feet. Some pterosaurs were quite larger still, but were flying reptiles, not birds. Wildly different bird types include Arctic terns, boobies, canaries, cardinals, chickens, cuckoos, doves, ducks, eagles, flycatchers, geese, herring gulls, indigo buntings, jet antbirds, king rails, lesser yellowlegs, marsh wrens, northern flickers, owls, peacocks, pelicans, penguins, pheasants, pigeons, quail, ravens, robins, seagulls, swans, toucans, turkeys, upland sandpipers, vultures, woodpeckers, xanthus murrelets, yellow-bellied sapsuckers, and zapata rails. How birds help the world. Birds help to cross-pollinate. After rubbing against certain plants, they carry their male gametes, which later fall into female gametes of other plants. Bird droppings are used as fertile manure in agriculture. Birds are excellent for pest control by eating large quantities of insects, which would otherwise destroy crops. Some birds eat rodents, which would do likewise. So without birds, too many crops would be ruined and starvation would be endemic. Some birds are scavengers who help keep nature clear of dead and decaying matter. Birds plant greenery by eating seeds, flying far distances, then excreting the seeds which sometimes germinate. And of course the visual beauty of birds and their beautiful singing. A dozen different bird species singing together is to me tantamount to a choir of miniature angels. Protecting birds. While prideful man constructs colossal temples to himself, millions of birds die annually from crashing into buildings. Millions more are crippled and weakened. Clear glass is dangerous for birds who often see only what is beyond the glass. Consequently, unsuspecting birds often fly full speed straight into windows and glass doors. Even coated reflective glass is a problem since birds might see reflections of the surrounding area in the glass instead of the glass itself. The least that building and homeowners can do is sacrifice their view somewhat. So attach visible matter no more than 4 inches, 10 centimeters, apart vertically and 2 inches, 5 centimeters, apart horizontally for every clear pane. Inexpensive decals for this purpose can be purchased online. Other methods to prevent disastrous crashing are also available. Also, if you see any puddles of antifreeze outside, soak them up completely with paper towels or rags so that birds don't drink from them and suffer and die. Keep cats indoors as they kill millions of birds annually. And avoid using pesticides as much as possible so birds don't consume it. Bird bath water and bird food from feeders should be changed regularly. As for hummingbird nectar, bacteria, fungus, and mold grow in fermenting nectar. All nectar will spoil as the sugar solution breaks down. So hummingbird nectar must be changed much more frequently than birdseed or cakes, and the containers cleaned much more thoroughly. For specific details, do your own research. Also, all bird feeders should be at least 6 feet, 1.8 meters, off the ground and distance from trees and houses so that predators don't attack feeding birds. Likewise, bird houses should be elevated from 6 to 30 feet, 1.8 to 9 meters, and away from trees and houses. To keep squirrels from eating most of the bird seed/cakes, you may want to purchase bird food laced with hot peppers. Birds are impervious to peppers while squirrels are repelled. Birds I found especially interesting. In the United States, all pink plastic flamingos are popular lawn ornaments, and I assumed they all looked just like that. But after seeing a zoo's flamingo flock, I saw that they were more beautiful and interesting yet. Adult flamingos ranged from being almost all pink to almost all white, and everything in between, including pink patches and speckles. Flamingos are born all white. They become pink from carotenoid pigments in their food, such as brine shrimp and blue-green algae. I didn't find individual crows interesting, but when over 100 of them at once assembled on telephone wires outside our backyard like spectators at a stadium, it was extraordinary. And they were facing towards me, like watching me or something. Also, an interesting fact I learned is that peacocks only describe males of the species. Females are peahens, together they are peafowl. I'm also interested in hearing woodpeckers drill into trees. They can peck up to 20 times per second. Their heads and bodies must be specially designed to handle such ongoing impacts. Just about the most beautiful birds I've seen personally are scarlet tanagers, medium-sized American songbirds. Despite having been placed in the tanager family, they're now classified as belonging to the cardinal family. Their scientific name is Pyranga alvacea. Males are an intense red color with jet black wings and tail. There is no gradual blend. Instead, their parts stand in sharp contrast. In fact, many bird species range from all black to all red, or reds of some being black while others blacks or reds, and many checkered patterns. Evolution? Diverse and seemingly contradictory color patterns of birds defy any evolutionary theory to precisely measure any color advantage or disadvantage. This is besides the fact that there are so many more bird species to fill so-called evolutionary niches that it should defeat the idea that species exist to fill evolutionary niches. The present pet theory among evolutionary scientists is that dinosaurs evolved into birds, including Tyrannosaurus rex, evolving into a small bird. This idea has no foundation whatsoever and is only an attempt to eliminate God from the equation. Instead, all of creation reflects our Creator. Birds specifically reveal that our Creator has a Gentile side, is an artistic genius, and has a sense of whimsy. This was just a brief introduction to this subject. If you want to know more, please do your own research to find a wealth of information on this topic.